But I think we got to start talking about Embiid, man. When I look at this Embiid injury, it kind of brings me to the same point I said about Anthony Davis a week ago. I said, look, Anthony Davis being out this late in the season down the stretch when I feel like a team builds its best chemistry, not having that key component on your team is going to be a big problem for this team, and I really feel like it'll hurt them. And that's going to be the same when we talk about Embiid. Embiid is an MVP favorite right now. He is the MVP favorite in the league. He's having possibly the best season in the NBA right now, and not having him is definitely going to be a problem. When you talk about the 76ers chemistry, I mean, who else they got on that team that's going to drop 30 points a night?
Consistently?
Ben Simmons.
I mean, consistently, though.
You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to hurt the 76ers, and we're talking about chemistry. It's going to drop their chemistry. I feel like this injury puts the 76ers in the same situation that they're always in. That playoffs, no chemistry in the playoffs because they've always got these teams dealing with injuries down the stretch.
Right.
Last year was Ben Simmons. Now it's just Joel Embiid. They've got they got this problem, man. They got to really fix this injury problem they have. And even with the half season, it seems like they're still dealing with it. So it's definitely hurting them a lot. It's definitely building up.
I'm not really, I don't, it sucks that he's out right now because I think he's out for 3 weeks as of now. But I wouldn't be very worried if I'm the 76ers. I mean, they're ranked very high. They're in the East. So losing Embiid isn't really going to affect them that much on the season. They might start to lose some games, and that definitely might hurt them. But when it comes to actually the season, I do think that it's not going to take a toll. I mean, I think it's almost possible if they were to lose half of their games until Embiid comes back, they'll still make the NBA playoffs. So I don't think they're really worried about that.
I'm not worried about them missing the playoffs, especially not in the East. Come on.
Right.
They're 8 games and a half, and I think there's only 10 games left.
Right.
The Hawks just moved into the playoffs with a 19-20 record. Come on. But yeah, I'm not worried about them missing the playoffs at all. I'm worried about the chemistry they take into the playoffs. Like I said, this is a big stretch for them. They've won 5 straight. This team is not they got the Nets behind. The big factor for the 76ers is getting home court advantage. But I don't know how big that is in basketball. But for the 76ers, it's very big because they're 17-3 at home and they're 10-9 away. So it's a big factor for them. So they need to lock up that number 1 seed, I feel like, to have the best chance. And then we're talking about once again, we're on the chemistry. I'm not worried about Embiid missing right now. I know for sure this team's going to make the playoffs. It's impossible that they miss the playoffs.
Right.
The problem right now, though, is I'm worried. I'm worried, like I said, that chemistry is going to be messed up. They're not going to have home court advantage, which they struggle away, 10-9. And I feel like ultimately it could ruin this team's best chances at winning a title. Because I've already said, I feel like the best team in the East that can give the Nets a run for their money would be the 76ers fully healthy. But now that I feel like Embiid's out, I feel like the Nets are just slowly jumping over that gap and extending it more and more and more, as long as I feel like the 76ers aren't. Because the 76ers are probably the best defensive team in the East, if we're being real. Defensive-wise, they probably have the best defense in the East. So ultimately, maybe their defense will still be good, but I feel like their offense will take a toll by Embiid being out right now.
Yeah. I mean, it could probably hurt them, but I mean, I do think that a team that can beat the Nets is possibly the Heat. I don't want to fully get off track on the 76ers, but the Heat with Jimmy, oh my God. The Heat with Jimmy are just, oh my God. That's what the oh my God is. They're dirty. They're dirty with Jimmy. And I mean, the 76ers are nice, but the 76ers in the playoffs, I mean, the only one to where I think they had a chance to go all the way was with the Raptors. And when Kawhi hit that last second shot, oh my gosh. They'll never.
They haven't really been
shot.
Lucky at all, man.
No,
when
they
you talk
haven't.
about luck, they have had no luck.
Nothing.
You had the shot, you know what I'm saying? They've had no luck. And that was game 7 too.
We called this though. We called them being at this rank this year. We said, look, this is what they need to do. They need to get some shooters. They brought on, a couple amount of shooters that are pretty consistent that a lot of people forgot about that were in the NBA. And they're helping. And I just hope Embiid comes back healthy. He's he's brought a lot of energy back to the big man. You know, it's been a minute since we had a big man like that that's unstoppable and entertaining. You know, coming into the league and also being an MVP candidate, you know, of course, other than Anthony Davis. But Joel Embiid is, I mean, he's just entertaining with the way he trash talks, the way he plays the game. He brings a lot more energy to me through the big man size.